YouTube. It's November 1st, and on my channel, that means it's time for a top 10 list for now. So, I was on Facebook the other day and I saw Mr. Pipeman Mick, or Piping Troubadour, or one half of the now defunct Band of Briars. He put a question up there. He just said, name your favorite 5 things about the fall. And everybody put all kinds of stuff up. And I thought that would be a great idea for a top 10 list. So thank you, Mick. If y'all don't know Mick, y'all are crazy. Go find Mick. Subscribe to his channel and be his friend. You already lost one friend. Brandon. No. So I was asking people over the last few days, and I put together some stuff myself. So here's the top 10 favorite things about the fall, or autumn, or whatever, this time of year. Shut up. All right, number 10. I like the beers that come out. During the summertime, you got a lot of these light lager, lawnmower kind of beers. But when the fall comes around, you start to get some of the darker stouts. And I really like that. I think Founder's Breakfast Stout's coming out, or just about to be out. So I need to get me some. So this is one of my favorite things about the fall. Number 9, school is back in session. Now that may not be a great thing for everybody, but for me it means my son comes home because he's away for the summer. So when the fall comes, my boy comes home. So that's awesome for me. Number 8, coffee. You're like, what? Coffee is more enjoyable. It's more drinkable. In the summer, it's super hot. So you're having to resort to things like cold brew coffee or frappuccino. I don't know. I drink a lot of cold brew during the summer. But when the cooler weather gets around, I actually enjoy a hot cup of coffee. It warms me up. It's nice. So, number 7. The top 10 favorite things with the fall. How about pumpkin? Now, for me, I don't mean the pumpkin beers or the pumpkin spice latte, but I really do like the pumpkin pie and the pumpkin bread. My wife had some of her family members come over the other day, and they brought this magnificent little loaf of pumpkin bread. Whew, it's good. Sorry about the low energy. Number 6, the fall sports. Right now we got the World Series going on. We got basketball and hockey started, if you care, but football, high school football, college football, pro football, it's here. We love it, right? Men, you like your football, right? You better say yes. Number 5. Now these are starting to become the universal ones that everybody's agreed with. Number 5 is the chili and the stews and the crock pot stuff. You don't do that stuff during the summertime. When the cool weather hits, people want to get that comfort food, that hot, warm you up kind of food. And I agree. I really do. I love me some stew. I love some chili. And we have a couple of functional crock pots in my house. So we definitely do this. Number 4. Now this one was weird to me. Everyone's like, I like wearing sweaters. Fall, it's sweater weather, sweaters. They love it. What? Sweaters? But it comes back to people like to bundle up. They like to get warm. You can't do that in the summertime. So people like to be, they like to warm up. They like to wrap around in a blanket. They like to wear warm clothes. They like to be bundled up. A couple of ladies I work with said, we're fat, so we like to wear more clothes. So, ladies, don't say that. All right, number 3. Now this is a big one. The changing of the colors, color changes. You know, leaves are turning from green to red, yellow, orange, and then they turn brown and fall off and die. Um, I know that's pretty big in some more of in the greener areas of the country. Here in West Texas, we do have some of those leafy trees. I mean, the house I used to live in a few years ago, we had a nice tree that would go through the color changes, but right now I don't see a lot of that. I really don't, and I wish I could because I know it's dramatic and it's beautiful. But for the most part around here, we have plants that just stay green, and then when late fall hits, it just turns brown and dies. So that's fine. Number two, the number two thing that's the best about fall is, of course, the cooler weather. I mean, how can you argue with that? It's been blistering hot summer, and well, if you're like me, your electric bill's out of control. So when the cooler weather comes around, we get to turn off the air conditioning and just kind of let, you don't have to turn on the heater, you don't have to turn on the air conditioning, you just get to let it rest. So my electric bill gets a rest. But as we've said before, the cooler weather, it ushers in this time where we can warm up. You know, you can throw on a blanket, throw on a sweater, you can drink a cup of coffee, you can have a nice cup of stew or chili or whatever from your crock pot. So that's for me, that's a big one. I really do enjoy the cooler weather for all of those reasons. And number one, what is the number one thing? What's the number one best thing for the fall? Number one for me is that fall it's the introduction to the holiday season. Like right now, we just had Halloween. You know, you get all the cool colors, the decorations, and now we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. So you're going to have even more of the bright, the oranges and the reds. And you're going to have these family gatherings and these feasts. You're going to have people. You're going to have family. It's a gathering. It's the harvest. It's the harvest. It's the bringing in. And we kind of do that with the family. So the beginning of fall, I get to bring my child home, and at the end of fall, that's when Christmas starts. Fall ends basically on December 21st. So the end of the fall, we get the colder weather, and we get to usher in the Christmas season and New Year's. And whether you really like these holidays for what they are, it's still a time for families and friends to come together and enjoy each other's company and celebrate. And that is, for me, the essence of fall, the essence of this time of year, and I love it. Do you have any thoughts? If you do, comment below, right? Leave one of these, subscribe, share, whatever. I don't care. You don't have to. Put a thumbs down if you like. Somebody's been doing it every time. So that's it for me. Thank you all for watching my top 10. I got more videos on this channel. You can watch them. Take care. God bless you all. Smell that.